Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Nur Aisyah Sufia binti Muhammad Hidayat. Today I will present about sea transportation in the Netherlands. For the introduction, sea transport refers to the movement of goods and passengers across water using vessels such as cargo ships, tankers, ferries, and cruise liners. It is an important mode of transportation because it supports international trade and helps keep the global economy moving. More than 80% of goods traded around the world are transported by sea because it is an efficient and cost effective way to move large amounts of cargo over long distances. The Netherlands is well known for its strong maritime industry and strategic location in Europe. This strategic position allows the country to serve as an important gateway for trade between Europe and the rest of the world. In the Netherlands, sea transport is very important to the country's economy. The port of Rotterdam is the largest port in Europe and plays a major role in logistics, cargo handling, and international shipping. Next, for the characteristics, sea transportation has several important characteristics. It has a high cargo capacity, allowing large amounts of goods to be transported at one time. It is also cost effective over long distances, making it suitable for international trade. However, sea transportation generally takes longer compared to other modes of transport. It also depends on specialized ports and infrastructure such as container terminals, cranes, and deep water ports. In addition, shipping routes, weather conditions, tides, and ocean currents can influence the efficiency of maritime operations. Although sea transport produces emissions, it is generally more fuel efficient per ton of cargo than air transport. It is also part of multimodal transport system that connects with road and rail networks. Next, for the advantages and disadvantages. Sea transportation offers many advantages. One of the main benefits is low cost, especially when transporting large volumes of cargo over long distances. Ships have a large carrying capacity and can transport thousands of containers in a single trip. Sea transport also provides wide accessibility because oceans and seas connect most parts of the world. In addition, modern ships are equipped with navigation and safety systems, making maritime transport a relatively safe mode of transportation. It is also flexible because different types of vessels can carry cargo such as oil, chemicals, vehicles, and agricultural products. Despite these advantages, sea transport also has some disadvantages. Delivery times are much longer compared to air and road transport. Operations can be disrupted by weather conditions such as storms and strong winds. There is also a risk of cargo damage, especially for perishable goods. Furthermore, ships must follow fixed routes between ports, which limits flexibility, and congestion at major ports can cause delays in cargo handling. For infrastructure and network, sea transportation depends on ports and shipping routes to move goods between countries. These ports act as important locations where goods are handled, stored, and distributed. Facilities such as container terminals and deep water ports support international trade by allowing large vessels to operate efficiently. The maritime network works together with trucks and other transport systems to ensure goods reach their final destination. This system can also adapt when problems occur, such as congestion at ports or blocked roads, helping international trade continue smoothly. Next, for the policies, maritime transportation is supported by several important policies and regulations. The National Maritime Transport Policy, or NMTP, guides the planning and development of the maritime transport sector at the national level. It aims to ensure maritime activities are carried out safely, efficiently, and sustainably. This policy is supported by the International Maritime Organization, or IMO, which helps countries improve shipping regulations and strengthen global trade connections. Other important policies include the Merchant Shipping Ordinance 1952, which regulates vessel registration and safety, the National Shipping and Port Policy, which improves the competitiveness of ports, and the National Transport Policy 2019 to 2030, which promotes a connected and sustainable transport system. For issues and challenges, sea transportation faces several issues and challenges related to sustainability and environmental impact. The shipping industry produces carbon dioxide emissions and depends heavily on fossil fuels, which contribute to pollution and climate change. In countries with advanced maritime industries, such as the Netherlands, efforts have been made to promote greener shipping practices and improve energy efficiency. Shipping companies must also comply with environmental regulations by reducing emissions, improving fuel efficiency, and adopting green technologies. In addition, companies need to remain competitive in an industry where technology is changing rapidly and environmental standards continue to increase. For stakeholders, sea transportation involves various stakeholders who contribute to efficient and sustainable maritime operations. Government agencies are responsible for creating maritime policies, enforcing regulations, improving port facilities, and maintaining safety standards. Examples include the International Maritime Organization, transport ministries, customs authorities, and port authorities. Passengers and consumers benefit from efficient transport services and international trade. Shipping companies, logistics providers, exporters, and importers are directly involved in moving cargo. Environmental groups encourage sustainable shipping practices, while community organizations represent the interests of people living near ports and coastal areas. Cooperation among all stakeholders is important for sustainable maritime development. For the case study, I choose Port of Rotterdam. The Port of Rotterdam is one of the busiest seaports in the world and plays an important role in global maritime trade. In 2018, it recorded the highest freight volume among European Union ports. The port connects Europe with global shipping networks through container terminals, inland waterways, and rail connections. Its operations involve cooperation between shipping companies, logistics providers, and government agencies, such as the Dutch government, the Ministry of Infrastructure and Water Management, and the Port of Rotterdam Authority. To improve efficiency, the port has introduced automated container terminals and digital monitoring systems. However, it also faces challenges such as vessel traffic growth, congestion, safety risks, and environmental concerns. To address these issues, investments are being made in sustainable technologies and infrastructures improvements. For the recommendation and conclusion, to improve sea transportation, greater investment should be made in port facilities and modern digital technologies. Automated container terminals, smart logistics system, and digital monitoring tools can improve efficiency and reduce delays. In addition, governments, port authorities, shipping companies, and environmental groups should work together to promote environmentally friendly shipping practices, cleaner fuels, and better energy efficiency. Lastly, for conclusion, sea transportation plays an important role in supporting international trade, economic growth, and global connectivity. The Port of Rotterdam demonstrates how strong infrastructure, advanced technology, and stakeholder cooperation can improve maritime operations. However, Continuous investment in sustainability, infrastructure, and innovation is needed to ensure long term success.